But will a week be enough to iron out the differences? Joining me now, former Congresswoman Nan Hayworth and Democratic strategist Mustafa Tamiz. Welcome to you both. Great to have you guys here. Let's just dive right into this. You know, already this morning we're reporting that a lot of these kids have been returned to their families. Many of them, hundreds of them, in fact. But I think the real problem this morning is Congress. This is not a group of people known for moving fast, Nan. What can we expect out of them next week? Will they get it together?
Well, Jerry, you're absolutely right that, and having been in the House Republican Conference, I know that Congressman McCall is right. There is a diversity of opinion within the conference, although they're all driving toward the same thing, Jerry, which is that they do want to honor the 4 pillars that the president laid out. We want to provide for the DACA beneficiaries. We want to provide for border security, for the wall, full funding. As full as possible. We want to end the visa lottery, and we want to modify significantly chain migration. And now we have the increasing urgency of making sure that we deal with those seeking asylum more promptly. So they really do need to move on this.
Well, you need to move and do move, 2 very different things for the Congress, as you know. But let's just get to the details of that immigration bill that's in the crosshairs right now. Some details here. Included in that bill, it ends the separation of families. There's $23.4 billion for both the wall and security at the border. Not included, and this is what conservatives don't like, the E-Verify system to check workers' immigration status. But Mustafa, I want to get to this. The executive order apparently issued by the president, it's causing confusion. Will there be enough housing for detainees? What will happen to the children who've already been sent to foster homes? Seems to me like we have more questions than answers this morning, even though the president, you know, gave out a pretty emphatic executive order.
Oh, President likes signing executive orders, but he doesn't have any details behind it. I mean, he did it in a rash way. Didn't really outline how the 2,300 kids that are separated from their parents would come back. Didn't talk about, you know, what would happen going forward. There are a lot of details in governing that take place that should be thought through, because your actions affect people's lives. You know, you can't govern by sound bites. If you govern, you have to understand that what you say, what you do, really impact everyday Americans and people around the world.
You know, I agree with you on that, but there's sound bites galore on both sides of the aisle. Everybody's sounding off about something. I do, though, want you to hear something from Congressman Stephen Scalise. Listen.
When you looked at the earlier vote today, you saw a wide range of Republicans voting yes. You didn't see one Democrat voting yes. So clearly, the Democrats don't want this issue. They want to just keep exploiting kids and other people. We want to solve this problem.
Nan, can any Democrats sign on to this? Do you think they'll actually support any of this, or are they just going to use this as a whipping post?
Jerry, they should sign on to especially a compromise bill, because it sounds as though the compromise bill is going to contain the kind of DACA provisions for an eventual path to citizenship that Democrats really want to see. And the problem is there's a lot of hypocrisy that's been demonstrated on that side, because if you look at prominent Democrats like Senator Feinstein, Senator Schumer, and others, over the years, they have advocated for stricter immigration controls. They have railed against the very problems, right? The very problems that they refuse to help solve now. It's complete hypocrisy, and it is politicizing this issue to the detriment of everybody who wants to see it.
Well, making this even more complicated, Trump's tweet yesterday, I'm going to read this thing, Mustafa. What is the purpose, he tweeted, of the House doing a good immigration bill when you need 9 votes by Democrats in the Senate and the Dems are only looking to obstruct, which they feel is good for them in the midterms? Republicans must get rid of the stupid filibuster rule. It's killing you. This was interpreted, Mustafa, as a reason to, you know, if you didn't want to vote yes on this and you're a Republican, just go ahead and not do that. It seems to me it's just so frustrating to watch this. You know, everybody seems to be, you know, sounding off, and it's all sound and fury signifying nothing. What do you say?
Look, I think Republican voters should be infuriated, they should be frustrated, and they should reject the Republicans in 2018 election.
Well, there's
you voted
that.
for
Yeah,
you voted for a
that.
Republican
Okay.
House.
But what
you
about
voted
this
for a
tweet?
Republican Senate.
What
You have a
about- what about-
Republican president, and you're not getting what you want. There is
Because
you
of the
cannot
filibuster.
govern. If you're asking for Democratic votes when you control the majority of the votes in the House of Representatives, you can't deliver your own caucus. How can you govern?
Well,
How can you expect
all right,
other people to
so
come work with you
this is-
when
yeah.
you can't be consistent on anything?
Mustafa, we're running out of time here, but you make a very good point. The Republicans can't hang together on this, and hence my concern over Congress getting anything done at all. Nan, Mustafa, thank you so much for coming on today. Great to have both of you here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.